Good?
All right, yep.
Okay. All right, so today we're here with two French Bulldogs, and they've been having some issues with door etiquette. So we're going to be using our exercise called Claiming the Door. We'll be using our escalating consequences to help establish an invisible boundary to keep them away from the door entry area to allow guests to enter into the room. What this is going to essentially accomplish is to help the dogs gain self-control and reduce their anxiety. It also allows their guardians to take a leadership position and to have the dogs look to them for direction, but it also allows them to let go of the responsibility the dogs feel like they might have taken on in deciding who should or should not be coming through the door. So in this exercise, we're going to help them gain self-control and let the guardians take the leadership position and claim the door, saying they are the ones who get to decide who is coming in and out the door. The dogs don't have to do it. This is how we'll do this. So as a cameraman, if you want to stand up, perfect. And what I want you to do is just make sure that you can see me and the dogs. We are going to create the boundary from right this corner to this corner. So go ahead and, so we'll start. And when you have two dogs, pick one dog first and move them behind the boundary. Then move the other dog. It'll be important, I didn't do it in the previous one just to get back to the other dog, the younger one. When you're taking steps back, take a step back one at a time. Notice that I'm keeping my body facing towards the dogs. I'm going to put more of my energy towards the younger one, as she is the one who's trying to come across the boundary more frequently. We had practiced the leadership exercise with the older dog, Carl, and so he is already a little more familiar with using the escalating consequences, and we've already put him into a change in the dynamic to look to his guardians as leaders. Now break down the door into individual components. I'm just going to move the door handle, because by moving the door handle, that alone can be a trigger to get them to start responding to the door. Now remember when you're doing this, I'm going to let the door go. Remember when you're doing this to make sure that you're keeping your body facing the dogs or your face. Better if you can do both, but when you're opening the door, you might have to turn a little bit, but keep your face towards them. It gives you authority, and it makes sure that as you're practicing this, that you can see them. All right, come on through. Remember when you're doing the escalating consequences to stop the escalation of the consequences as soon as they respond to it correctly. So she's stopped trying to approach. She has not gone across the invisible boundary, so I stopped immediately as well to tell her essentially, yes, that's perfect. That's where I want you to stop and be in a respectful space. So now we want the guests to be able to come all the way across the invisible boundary we've set without the dogs rushing forward. So when we walk on forward, perfect. Good. And then the last bit is that if nobody's coming to the door, nobody's walking by the door, the dogs are free to move in that area. And they know that the only difference is they should not be by that when a guest is entering the house or when people are walking by the doorway entry. All right, so this is how we're going to help them have better door etiquette.